We are
Yes, sir.
we are to study chromosome today. Let us at first see the definition of chromosome. How will you define how the term chromosome is defined? So chromosomes are defined as rod-shaped structure found in the dividing cell,
Mhm.
not in
Yes,
the
sir.
resting cell. Chromosomes are the rod-shaped structure found in the dividing
Dividing
cell,
means cell.
and the chromosomes are the term chromosome. The term chromosome means the term chromosome has been derived from two Greek words. The term chromosome has been derived from two Greek words. The first word is the chroma. Chroma means color, and soma
Color.
means body.
Yes, sir.
It means that chromosomes, you can say that chromosomes are colored bodies. Colored bodies,
Body.
because chromosome can be studied after staining the chromosome with some dye. Astrocarmine is the most common dye which is used to stain the chromosome, and chromosome becomes stained. So the term chromosome, you know, that has been derived from two Greek words like and soma.
Correct.
The chromosome was first discovered by Strasburger ने discover किया था. Chromosome was first discovered by Strasburger in 1984-85 में
For,
इसकी discovery हुई थी. And but the
yes.
term chromosome was coined by the Walder in 1988 में. The term
Eight.
chromosome came into existence in 1988.
Eight.
This
88
now
when.
let us see. Now let us the very important. There is a very important question here. What is the difference between chromatin and chromosome? So let me know, Amit. Do you know any difference? Can you point out any difference between the chromosome? There are two different words: chromatin and chromosome. So do you
Chromatin.
know that chromatin and is there any difference between the chromatin and chromosome? There are two terms: chromatin and chromosomes.
Chromosome.
Let me differentiate between these two terms. Chromatins are found in the interphase stage.
Yes.
The
Yes, sir.
interphase stage,
Just
chromatins are found in the nucleus of the resting cell, and chromosomes are found in the dividing cell. When the when the cell is not dividing, when the cell is at the rest, the nucleus has a number of long, thin, uncoiled thread-like structure, and they form a mesh-like, network-like structure in the nucleus, and they remain they are present in the form of crisscross-like structure, network-like structure in the nucleus, and such uncoiled. There are the uncoiled, thin, thread-like, long structures are called chromatin, which are present in the nucleus of the resting cell. Resting cell means the interphase stage. And the
yes.
term chromosome and the term chromosomes are used and the term chromosomes are used for these structure in the dividing cell. Then what are the chromosomes? Chromosomes are, on the other hand, they are short, thick, coiled, and rod-shaped structure. There are four differences. The chromosomes appear rod-shaped, thick, coiled structure, whereas chromatin appears long, uncoiled, thin, thread-like structure.
Ye-
And on the other hand, chromosomes are short, thick, coiled structure. So these are
Yes.
the main difference between the chromatin and chromosome is that the chromatin is found in the interphase nucleus, the resting, in the nucleus of the resting cell, not the dividing cell, whereas the chromosomes are found in the dividing cell. So this is the major
Cell.
difference between the chromatin and chromosomes. Now
Chromosomes.
let us see that you know that each species has a fixed number of chromosomes. The number of chromosome is fixed for the individuals of a particular species. You know that the human being has 23 pairs of the people has 7 pair of chromosome. The maize plant has 10 pairs of chromosome, and the rice plant has uh, 12 pairs of the chromosome. And in this way, you see here that the number of chromosome is fixed for a particular species. Just I have cited here The some examples like the human being has 23 pairs of chromosome, whereas the pea has the 7 pairs of chromosome. The maize has 10 pairs of the chromosome. Rice has 12 pair of chromosome. Wheat plant has 21 pair of the chromosomes. What
Chromosome.
does it show? It shows that the number of chromosome is fixed for each species. The individuals of the individuals of a species has the same number.
Yes.
All human beings, all human, like for example, all human beings have 23 pairs of the chromosome. That all the individuals of the pea plant have 7 pairs of the chromosome. It means it shows that the number of chromosome is fixed for all the species. The same as a particular species has a particular number of chromosome, and all the individuals of a species has the same number of the chromosome. As
Yes.
there is a very important point about the size of the chromosome. The size of the chromosome is variable. The shape of the chromosome is variable, but the structure of the chromosome is more or less fixed, more or less similar. As far the size of the chromosome, the chromosome may be very smaller in size and it appears like the dot-like structure in the cell. As for example, the B chromosomes are the additional chromosomes which are found in addition to the normal chromosomes. And you will study in detail the B chromosome. In your examination, you are in your syllabus, special chromosomes are to be studied, which include the special chromosomes like B chromosome, Lamb-Brush chromosome, and polytene chromosome. So when we will study the B chromosome, I will describe it in detail. But here, I want to point out a very important thing here, that the B chromosomes are very smaller in size and they appear like a dot in the cell. And on the other hand, the largest some chromosomes are very large. As for example, Lamb-Brush chromosome are very large.
Yes, sir.
Polytene chromosomes are very large in the size, and therefore they are called giant. Therefore they are called giant. इनको giant chromosomes भी कहा जाता है. इस तरह से the size of the chromosome is also variable. As far the shape of the chromosome is concerned, shape is also variable. On the basis of and you should know here that if you are asked a question that in which stage of cell division the shape of the chromosome is studied, and in which stage of the cell division the number of chromosome can be counted. So there are two very important points here. The shape of the chromosome can be better studied at the anaphase stage, and the number of chromosome can be counted easily at the metaphase stage. Metaphase stage में chromosome का count कर सकते हैं, and anaphase में chromosome का shape बहुत ही अच्छा से visible होता है, उसको देख सकते हैं. And you know that the shape of the chromosome depends upon the position of the centromere. Where location of the centromere, whether the centromere is located at the center, or whether it is located at the at the just below the end of the chromosome, or if the centromere is present at the tip of the chromosome. And on this basis, the chromosomes are of four types. The first type is metacentric chromosome. The second is the submetacentric. The third is the acrocentric, and the fourth is the telocentric. If the centromere is present in the middle of the chromosome, then the term metacentric is used. And in case and if the centromere is present just below just above the centromere and below the tip, so below the upper end, the such type of chromosome is known as submetacentric. In this case, the position of centromere is submedian. Whereas in case of acrocentric chromosome, the centromere is present just below the tip of the chromosome, end of the chromosome. So this is called acrocentric. And when the centromere is located at the tip of the chromosome, at the end of the chromosome, the term telocentric is used. So there are four types of the chromosome on the basis of the position of centromere: metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric, and telocentric. And you know that the stability of the chromosome depends upon the presence of centromere. If you remove the centromere from the chromosome will not survive in the cell. The chromosome will get disintegrated in the cytoplasm. Their individuality of the centromere, therefore, the presence of centromere is a very important feature for the stability or individuality of a particular chromosome. And such chromosomes which are without the centromere are called acentric fragment. Sometimes what happens that a chromosome gets broken into two pieces, and the part of the chromosome which has the centromere will be stable, and the part of the chromosome without the centromere will not be stable. So such chromosome without the centromere is known as acentric fragment कहलाता है, जो साइटोप्लाज्म में जो disintegrate हो जाता है. तो such chromosomes with the ये acentric fragment. इसके अलावा beside this chromosome as per a general shape of the structure of the chromosome is concerned, a particular chromosome consists of 2 arms. कितने arms होते हैं? 2 arms होते हैं chromosome में. किसी में एक arm भी होता है. The chromosome has 2 arms, and at the tip of the chromosome, the end of the chromosome is called telomere, and the point where the 2 centromeres are joined together is called centromere. And the centromere is also known as primary constriction भी कहलाता है. Centromere is known as primary constriction, and the end of the chromosome is known as telomere. And presence of telomere is very important. If there is absence of telomere, what will happen? The different 2 chromosomes will get joined together, and if you remove the telomeres of all the chromosomes, what will happen? All the chromosome will join end to end, and they will form a chain or ring of chromosome. But this case does not take place. What happens that each and every chromosome is an individual chromosome, and this individuality is maintained by the presence of telomere. And a very important point, Amit, here, as the human being ages, as the age increase, as a particular human being, all the human being ages, the size of telomere decreases. As we grow older, the size of the telomere of our chromosome gets smaller in size. Weakening of the telomere takes place, and in this way, the gene for aging. You know that the gene for aging is located in the telomeric position of the chromosome, and in this way, the telomere provides the protection to the chromosome, and they act as the cap, and this helps in the individuality of the chromosome. And telomere is a non-sticky end होता है. It protects the 2 chromosomes from joining together. Telomere is a non-sticky end of the chromosome. So the chromosome has centromere, 2 arms, and telomeres. This is the basic structure of chromosome, and we have to study the structure of chromosome in detail. You may be asked to write short notes on the telomere, centromere, kinetochore, and chromomere, all these things, and write short notes on the telomere. So in the next lecture, we will be studying all these topics will be covered in detail. I will provide you the notes on the telomere, centromere, kinetochore, chromomere, chromonema. All these terms will be described in detail in the next lecture. And this is the just introductory lecture now. And you know that the chromosomes are the carrier of the Amit Ranjan, just to have defined carry the genes. You know that chromosomes are the storehouse of gene. Chromosomes are the storehouse of the gene, and you know the term gene. A particular segment of DNA is called gene is made up of DNA.